just created a Moodle Cloud account to see what I can do with Moodle Cloud and whether we can make any CSS changes to the content and how it all works and what permissions that you do have so that we can try and make our Moodle Cloud platform just look that little bit nicer and a bit better. So you'll see at the moment, I currently have a homepage. I've added in my logo, so that bit's done. I've also uploaded a demonstration course just so that I can see what the course content looks like when I display a course. But let's jump straight in and see if we do have access to be able to change the CSS to start with. So site administration, this is just the default admin account that I set up. And remember, we're in Moodle Cloud here. If I go to appearances and I go down to boost theme, if everything's working perfectly, advanced, there we go. I have some raw initial SCSS, which is fantastic. Yeah, that seems like it will work. So let's just try that and see what we can do. So if we just go heading 1, put in our heading 1, and we'll just change the color to maybe an orange. And we'll just check that that works. Remember too that when you're doing this, it may not change things straight away because there is a thing called a cache, which means everything gets cached in the background. So if I just save those changes, jump back to home, and we're looking for a heading 1. There we go. My new heading 1 has changed to orange. Probably not the most ideal, but at least I know that I can do that, which is really, really cool. To go along with that, I may also want to change the navbar border color along that bottom edge there. So we'll just jump back into site admin, head down to appearance. So far it's looking, yeah, Moodle Cloud does really well. It does let you do most things. We'll just put in the navbar fixed top class .navbar.fixed.top. I'm just adding a border bottom 3 pixels solid and orange again, because that's sort of the theme of the colors for this one. If we just hit save changes and refresh that, it hasn't updated yet. So let's go home, and we don't have down the bottom a cache option. So it's more a case of how long will it take to clear the cache, or do we have the option to clear the cache in here? That whole footer's missing, isn't it? Let's go to cache, or cache. We should call it cache. I think that's what a lot of people call it. Here we go, purge. And we'll just go with theme. It hasn't updated our border yet. Let's have a look why. Back into appearance. Maybe I didn't save it. Going to boost, advanced. Here we go. Navbar top fixed, border bottom 3 pixels solid orange. That should be right. Let's just inspect. Go to our navbar. We can see what's happened here. It's done the navbar fixed top, but it's because this CSS is happening before the main CSS, it's not overriding it. So all I need to do is grab that and move it to the bottom. This is just the raw SCSS injected at the end of the style sheet, which means it overrides the previous one, unless it has important in there as the override, but that's okay. So jump back and clear the cache again. And now we've got our orange border along the top, which is fantastic. So that bit works. What I was also thinking, let's go to our dashboard. On the dashboard, it would be nice to have a nice image across the top of the dashboard as well. So let's just go in and see if this works, because again, this is something we can edit and change. If we turn editing on, we should have the add a block option, which we do. Add a block, we're looking for text. There's our text block. It's right down the bottom, is it? No, it's over on the right. Let's see if we can move that over here somewhere. Oh, there's add a block over there. There's our text block. Drag that up to the top. Just going to turn configure new text block. Just going to put an image in there. I'll just make it decorative for the moment. I'll just go and grab the image. There's our image. We'll just make it 100%. It's probably a little bit big, but that's okay. Oh, this is the interactive H5P series, but that's cool. Inspect. Just going to right click and inspect. And that gives us that image. I'm just going to change border dash radius to 10px, because that gives me a nice border around the image that I happen to like for this anyway. There we go. And if I turn editing back off again, it didn't save our border like I asked it to. Let's just go back and fix that. because I want the nice curved border to suit the curves that are the rest of the platform. So inspect again. What we can do, we can go in here to image, and where it says class image fluid, we can go banner image, we'll call it, and just give it a class. Save that class, which obviously does nothing yet. Let's jump back to our site administration. Get rid of that. Jump into appearance, boost, advanced settings. I'll put this at the end. We're just going to put dot banner image, add in a class here, and we're just going to call it border dash radius :10px and save changes. So we're just adding a class in with a style applied to it globally, so that when we go back to our page here, reload this one, we've already got a class applied to it, so now we've got our nice curved radius around that particular image, which if we turn editing off, there we go, that looks a little bit more pleasing and presentable. As part of our dashboard, we could put in there all sorts of panels and information and things to go in there. But yes, so Moodle Cloud does let us change our CSS and make things look a little bit better. We go into our appearance and settings, and we've got our heading 1 that we've applied here. Now to test this out first before I put it in, just going to jump back to maybe this heading here, inspect. This is heading 5. So heading 5. So for heading 5s, we're just going to put in here font weight. And we're going to try out these different sizes. Now, some people like that nice light. So we've got a font weight of 200. It gives it a nice thin, light view. It might not be what you want, but it might be better than what it is when it's the default. So I'm just going to apply that font weight of 200 to heading 5s. So we'll just go to heading up here to heading 5, or put in heading 5, and we'll put in there font weight 200, and we'll save that. And the other one that I'll change to, and we'll just try this again. So there's our heading 5. Okay, so for heading 2, I'm just going to inspect, because it is heading 2, yes. We'll choose color, and I'll just put a grey in for the moment. You can see it change. I'm going to change that to a dark grey. That one there will do. And I'll also change the font weight. So I'll put that in, font weight, and we'll try, I don't want that. That just feels, there we go. We'll go to 200. So I'll grab both of those. So I'm just editing them in the right hand side. So that was right click and inspect. We'll just jump into our code here. And this is heading 2. I'll put those 2 in, and I might just make heading 1 the same weight so that it sort of looks like it belongs a bit better. We'll just save changes, and we'll refresh our page. It hasn't updated the heading. This heading, probably because page header, heading 1, heading 2 has overridden our font weight that we put in there. If we change that to important, you can see that that font weight changes, but we don't actually want that font weight. We really need something more like a 300, don't we? Okay, so let's just change it to that instead, and the colon, the exclamation important, overrides the style that's been added or applied to it after. So that's just a way of fixing that. Remember, any of these changes that you make can have a negative impact on other areas, so always do this very carefully when you're making these changes. And now we've got, there we go, my new Moodle site. It's probably a bit light because of that color. You can see that you can make those changes. It is quite possible. So yeah, Moodle Cloud does quite well with those changes. It does let you access this SCSS, which is great that you can do that. You can make your heading 1, heading 2 changes if you need to. And as I showed, you can also apply classes and do custom classes, which in this case allowed us to add a curved border around our image here, which is very cool. Hope that's been helpful, but I might look at a few other things in Moodle Cloud too to see what else you can do in Moodle Cloud that's a little bit different than your normal platform. Let me know if you've got any questions. I'll talk to you soon.